Watch as he goes up the field. He does a little stutter move. Asante Samuel goes to the inside, and don't feel bad. That's happened to a lot of DBs over the course of.
Kenny, this is as good as it gets.
This is pretty good. Watch this catch, just falling backwards, one-handed.
A.J. Brown doing a nice job. They're just in a cloud look right here. Jam up. You know you're wide open.
I'm surprised that Tua threw this ball, but he sees a matchup out there with Jack Jones, the rookie out of Arizona State, who I thought was in perfect.
They got one-on-one Tariq Woolen. He can run with anybody. And he's running with it.
And it sucks all the linebackers up, and then you're just one-on-one. You got to win early to win late.
Watch this throw. There is about a 2-foot window in there. Diggs with it.
Out of Valdosta State.
I think it was Watson.
It was Watson.
Yep.
It was Watson.
But they kind of look pretty similar.
Inside. He's going to post up there against Poyer.
That's one of those young corners for Seattle. Kobe Bryant playing the slot. He's locked up man coverage. It shouldn't even have been contested. Jerry Jeudy got past him so fast that if Wilson had been able to get the ball out and hit him.
Talked about what an explosive player he is. Does a nice job selling that to the outside. But Campbell.
There's the catch. One down. Second one.
I think it's clean.
Pittsburgh's got a chance on this one.
A little out and up on the outside here. They're going to try and make him believe that's what everybody's going to do to Trayvon Diggs this year. But look at the makeup speed.
Laser. It almost went right through A.J. Terrell. I mean, it's good position, but wow.
Stride with Pringle, his old Kansas City teammate.
Yeah, just one-on-one down the sideline right there. Great job by the officials.
Pickup of 26.
Watch Kelsey. He's going to use your leverage against you, Simmons. I'm going inside. No. I mean, that is a tight end. That's not a wide receiver. And that's why he has 6 seasons.
Alec Pierce again comes back strong, works back to the quarterback. Stingley sees it. Perfect time.
For Wilson, he's got 51 yards.
Yeah, nice job being patient in the slot there. You can see where he turned the defensive back around.
Simply cannot hit it. Maybe it's not enough time on task with a guy like Dennis Houston, maybe Carl Davis.
You see him. You see that acceleration, just finding that spot. That throw had to be perfect.
Well, and here they are going for 2. Excellent throw. Puts it to the outside. Only Devontae Adams can get it.
For years and makes a nice move. Break to the inside right there. You win quickly like that. Carson wins.
Watch the eyes of Goff right here. Hold the middle of the field safety, then boom. He knows he's got one-on-one versus Slay. There he is. And here's the route. Release. It's all about the release first. If you're going to win late, you got to win early. You win that route at the beginning. That creates...
Boy, is that a grab or what? How good.
I always kind of laugh watching Trayvon Diggs in coverage because he's never playing behind anybody. Watch him. As soon as they make the break, he cuts on the good side. You want to know how you get 11?
But a big gain to Julio.
Watch this catch. You want to know why? He's one of the greatest.
And this is going to be something that Mooney Ward, he's got the skills to lock people down on the outside. Obviously, the big free agent signing.
Watch, Jefferson comes across. Look who he's matched up against. The outside linebacker, Preston Smith. Based on this formation, he has to walk and play that slot receiver.
He's got 133 yards through the air. Make it 141 with that.
Well, I don't know what Roderick Teamer could do better than what he does here. Watch, he's in his pocket. They're right together. It's a back shoulder firm throw.
Kirk Cousins for Lamar Jackson, but watch at the top after the play fake, his ability to step up in the pocket and just give Justin Jefferson that extra time to beat Adrian Amos. Something Green Bay prides themselves.
They're just straight up. I mean, look at this. Everybody is just locked up, using your hands. Hands are great, feet are better, but you got to use. There it is again. Press coverage, get a good jam. You're in trail right there, but look.
You can see Watson here. He's one-on-one with Patrick Peterson. He just gives him a little double move. Patrick Peterson.
See Kirk in the slot, do the little bit of an out and up move there, and that's on.
I'm telling you, Kenny, Arthur Smith, coaches at the top in the booth, they're seeing the exact same thing.
Josh McDaniels, when talking about Devontae Adams, just said, you know what? He's elite. He's not only an elite player, he's an elite person.
Trubisky tells us about Deontay Johnson, what he liked most about his game, his ability to create separation.
Jarvis Landry's right there, going to run up and out, and Jalen Hawkins, what I love is that there's no one in his zone, so he just starts to float back. He's watching Jameis.
They turned it into a one-on-one route against Ahkello Witherspoon, and the timing between Chase and
just coming out of the break right now is going to push up. This is what's called the X drift right here. And look at this.
Because this is one of the things that attracted the Pittsburgh Steelers to Chase Claypool.
Up in the slot here. You got Davis lined up on him. That's a tough matchup for a guy like that. Christian Kirk is so...
Davis again, who has become one of the big-time players now on these deep balls for the Buffalo Bills.
47.
Goes over to the right side. You can put him in motion. This time Diggs to the other.
Inside man. And he's always done a great job of just finding that little hole in the zone.
Sean Murphy bunting, Antoine Winfield. Just a couple of years in the league now, but they are
with pace and speed and just rip it in there. Watch 38 trying to get there. If it has any air, he might be able to pick it. But a great throw by Jacoby, perfect, and then an excellent catch.
And he said, this is a matchup I'm going to go to. If you're going to play man, you got best on best. A.J. Terrell, their best cover corner, against Mike Thomas, their best receiver.
Yeah, they get Cooper lined up. He's one-on-one. If he throws it right now, he's open. But Brissett puts a little air on and tries to go down the field.
On the outside, that's Jalen Ramsey, and I think he was expecting, this is called a quarters coverage. I think he was going to expect some help by the inside safety and just simply let Diggs go.
And then what I like here, Chris Olave coming back to the football. He is way too savvy. There goes Pitts underneath, and he's way too savvy to fall asleep on that. As you see him say, that's number 8. Oh, I read my scouting report on number 8.
These condensed formations, and that really forces the Patriots to play off coverage. So now Jonathan Jones, he gives Tyreek Hill a free release upfield.
After we weren't sure if he would remain in the game.
Yes, and this is what they brought Chris Olave in for.
So here's Benford here, and he's going to have to try to get some depth. You're not used to having to make these kind of plays sometimes in college, but in the NFL, they are just
a good job of moving around coverage coming from that slot. You can see him press up, just kind of turns around Kyle Jordan. Here's the situation with the matchup with the offensive line and this defensive front of San Francisco. This is max protect. There's only 2 guys out on the route.
Throughout the whole secondary, you see press man by all the defenders, and Jalen Hawkins
not look like a favorable spot.
Didn't look like a favorable spot, but this looked like a very similar play to last season. Throw it short. Can your receiver make a play? And Eli Apple.
Coverage. Really was not afraid at all of Davis going by him.
Drake London, big time receiver, uses that big body to go in. And I mentioned fearless, and this is why. No hesitation going across the middle. No hesitation at all. And then looking to...
Let's watch all the way from the backside. Going to chase him across the field. And Troy Hill, who was so instrumental in 2020, had 2 pick sixes, a fumble recovery for a touch.
Coverage where he's comfortable at that. And here he's matched up against Mark Andrews. And when Mark Andrews' hands go, launch it to lead the receiver down the field. Kind of tried to feather it in there, and once he tried to do that, you can see the receiver and the defensive back both slowing down to see who's going to be able to make the play.
To his favorite, Travis Kelce.
Simmons does it all, right? He blitzes, he plays coverage.
Garrett Wilson, because we knew that Garrett Wilson was all about being able to do things after the catch and doing a great job coming back, getting friendly with the quarterback. And then 1, 2, 3, that's what video button do you hit?
You see, you get Simmons, who does everything, right? But he's trying to guard Juju Smith-Schuster.
Just watch his eyes. Right there. He's looking in the backfield expecting a cut. He thought, no way, he's going on the go ball. And Sterling Shepard, welcome to the party.
There he is right here. Now I want you to watch his path. He's going to break to the middle of the field, read his eyes, and then break back out right into that throwing lane. Great job by Eddie Jackson on
this one down the whole time. That's his big mistake on that play.
Akina right here. And watch him sneak around the back.
Isabella, who had a big preseason. And they expect him to be
Friday, run through all the reps. You don't know where the ball is actually going to go when the game happens.
Well, Bryant just drops off the end of the line of scrimmage, and look at the window. He throws it to Brown in
4 seconds left. And watch at the end of this play. Fitzpatrick goes for the football. Ball's out of his hands initially.
The outside pass and sets up that corner.
A little bit more to the outside.
He turns to run. He saves the interception, but he should have just stayed.
But he's going to get a deep corner route, inside release, and get back to the outside. Leave a little.
In 4 goal-to-go situations. They tried to create space for Jamar Chase in the back of the end zone, and Cam Sutton in his cover.
His ball skills come from when he was a youth player coming up in Phoenix playing basketball. He thought he was going to be a basketball player, and then all improvement that rookies can make from week 1 to week 4 to the middle of the season, going beyond that.
For the Pittsburgh Steelers. To the right side of your screen, Witherspoon in zone. He's got coverage in the short zone, but he reads the eyes and the motion of Joe Burrow, falls out of his coverage.
You got to give a ton of credit to Steven Nelson hanging with him.
This is just such a smart play. This is just understanding how the game needs to be played. You know.
Matt Ryan tried to fit this one. You see it up here up top. Good job by Desmond.
Comes down with the toe tap. 1 foot down. Tootsie's down. And again.
They're versatile in the things that they can do.
And you could. Yeah, he's going to just come inside, and Bradbury does a really good job of recognizing it. Just
for Kendrick Bourne, who had a breakout season last year for the Patriots and didn't have a great offseason, found himself down in the depth chart, but finally.
Leonard Fournette went out in motion, came back. Leighton Vander Esch went with him. He knew right now it's man-on-man coverage, and every time.
Number 56. Look at him go down and pick it off of the ground. Nice job by Tyler Boyd. A definite catch.
Bradbury right here up top. Watch him read this. He's man-to-man. He understands what that route's going to be.
If you don't have him contained, it's just the speed and his acceleration is just so good. And just for a moment,
you've got that kind of cushion. Look, that's about 8-9 yards off the ball. Just threaten that deep because you've got that ability to run.
Touchdown on the first play of the second half, but you love shot plays. You love when they're designed.
Hawkinson goes stick nod, and guess what? Goff thinks it's going to be stick, and
no nod.
No nod.
One of the best one-on-one route runners in all of football. It's like trying to get through Gronk, you know?
And this is what characterizes Cincinnati so well. The ability to make explosive plays on any down.
To take a criticism, you know, he's really been trying to work on his pass coverage to make himself more of an all-around.
I mean, you would say, oh, well, Jamar Chase, absolutely. Okay, then I'm going to let T. Higgins.
Deep reads this little bubble screen. Look at the blitz right here. He sees it. He's in man-to-man. Beats.
Is a heck of a thing. Now you come in here, and yeah, you're going to get some space out there. That's Julio Jones. Screams how much Dak Prescott misses some of these outside threats, whether it was Amari Cooper, maybe in particular Michael Gallup, who's still here on the team, but's on pup with the ACL. Well, and he is one of the more exciting players in the NFL if you can get him the ball in space. So any way you can get his hands on the ball.
In the first quarter, and the Dolphins say no at their doorstep and turn it around.
Into the hole there on the bootleg play. And with that kind of zone defense, you have to be aware that there's pressure outside.
Waddle's going to come inside on the slant, and he's just going to split 3 safeties. He's going to hit split 3 plays.
Right arm gets around and knocks the ball down.
Owens doesn't have a ton of starts in his career. Yeah, he knocks this out. It's a drop, but this is different than Alec Pierce's drop. Watch Jonathan Owens. He just knocks it out. He just punches.
Yep. Well, this is going to be the marquee matchup. Now, John Jones is back. He missed a lot of last year because he was injured, but when you go back and watch.
Top 5 in all phases in 2022.
And this is one way they can be, because last year they couldn't stop the run. They were 32nd in the league.
Waller's going to come over the middle here, and you're going to see got that big contract extension yesterday, 3-year extension, wants to be here with the Raiders. And
he sees Irv Smith come up, just putting layers into the...
Well, man-to-man, this is just a back shoulder throw by Derek Carr, and I know Raiders fans are going to talk about that contact right there and say, I thought there was an emphasis on the 5-yard bump.
What a story he is. A walk-on in college, undrafted in the NFL, became the starter.
Oh, the foot hit the white, and the ball popped free.